What's up, Money Minds? Welcome back to Market Briefs Video Edition. Today is Monday, October 11th, and here's some business and financial news you can finally use. Despite a disappointing September jobs report on Friday, we've got the full story later on in this newsletter, the market remained relatively positive. With inflation still on the rise and the job market in limbo, the Fed is starting to get anxious about easing up on some of its policies set at the beginning of the pandemic. Recently, we made a full video on this over on the Minority Mindset main YouTube channel, and if you're interested in watching that video, check out the link I left in the description below. In our October 8th, last Friday, market recap, US stocks were shaken up for a bit after the jobs report was released, but it still saw a slight gain for the week overall. Investors are pretty optimistic about the debt ceiling increase and overall enthusiasm for the eventual full economic recovery. What is coming up this week though? Earnings season is officially back. The third quarter earnings season kicks off this week with big banks set to report throughout. And according to some estimates from FactSet, Q3 earnings are expected to be 27.6% higher year over year. So we'll keep you updated on anything that goes down. In our financial tip of the day today, we've got a handy dandy reference guide for you. If you are brand new to stock market investing, understanding the difference between short, medium, and long-term investments is the first step towards getting started. We wrote a super simple guide to all of this on theminoritymindset.com, and I'll make sure to link it for you in the description below. In our first main story of the day today, we're going to be breaking down everything in the September jobs report. But before we get into all of that, I need you to do me a quick favor and smash that thumbs up button below and hit that little notification bell too. That way YouTube shows our videos to way more money minds around the world, and we can keep making videos just like this one. It was fourth down at the 1 yard line, and jobs creation was sacked in the backfield. September was a pretty strange month for both the stock market and the jobs market. Non-farm payrolls increased by around 194,000 in September, way below the Dow Jones estimate of around 500,000. The unemployment rate dropped to around 4.8%, which is better than the expected 5.1%. US job growth has officially dropped to its lowest pace of 2021. A persistent shortage of workers is keeping a strong hold on companies' ability to hire. Still on the menu though, the restaurant industry is struggling to keep up with an industry unemployment rate of around 7.5%. Way higher than pre-pandemic levels. The service industry is seeing a very high turnover rate. Government jobs, which includes public education, were hit very hard in September when seasonality adjusted. Unemployment decreased by 144,000 in local government education, which that number is seasonally adjusted. In our second main story of the day today, let's talk about the center corn. What do you call a $100 billion unicorn that just did 100 laps? Elon Musk's SpaceX is now worth $100 billion following a share sale. SpaceX and its investors have an agreement to sell $755 million in stock at $560 a pop, increasing the company's value to $100.3 billion. That 0.3 is very important. SpaceX's latest valuation was $74 billion and $419.99 per share, showing a 33% increase in share price. The company is now a $1 billion unicorn 100 times, making it the centercorn. SpaceX is the second most valuable private company on Earth after China's ByteDance. And if you didn't know, ByteDance owns the very famous TikTok. And you might also be wondering, how exactly did Elon Musk celebrate? Well, he did so by, of course, moving to Texas. Tesla headquarters will now be located in Austin, Texas. Hey, we were just there, where it has been developing a factory for well over a year now. Although there will still be a Tesla production plant in Fremont, California. That is it for our main two stories of the day today. So let's take a quick break to talk about today's sponsor, Fundrise. It is time you invest in real estate, but without all the hassle. Fundrise makes it super easy and unlocks a brand new world of real estate investing without the headache or upfront capital. You can invest as little as $500 and get exposure to real estate that will pay you with passive income. All you need to do then is just know your investing goals. With Fundrise, you can get paid with quarterly dividends, You can actually invest your money into a portfolio which is filled with dozens of real estate projects all throughout the country, and you can get the 8.7 to 12.4 historical return rate that a ton of people have seen. At this point, it is no secret that the wealthy use their money to buy real estate, and you can too with Fundrise. If you're not happy with your investment, they'll even buy your total investment back within the first 90 days. So if you're interested in investing with Fundrise and want to learn more about what they offer, I'll leave a link in the description below on exactly how you can do that. Big shout out to Fundrise for sponsoring this video, and now back to the news. Is it just me, or do the vibes feel a little bit off right now? We're gonna need to do a vibe check. Twitter is testing out a new tool that will warn users if a conversation could get a little too intense, or simply just not pass the vibe test. If a back and forth between two users starts to heat up, Twitter will post a bold, "Heads up, conversations like this could be intense," between the replies. A second notification will cover all of the replies, simply saying, "Let's look out for one another." More alerts will then be used intertwined within the Twitter argument, like, "Remember, we're all human," and, of course, be kind. And lastly, different perspectives have value too. This idea is only going through a testing period at the moment for a limited number of users, but Twitter will see if this update helps and soothes any internet beef. Although the idea is already getting backlash from users saying the tool is unnecessary and completely bizarre. Next up, we are about to completely blow your mind by saying that CEOs can cook too. Raising Cane's is known for its delicious chicken fingers and special sauce, but now the chain will soon take the meaning of executive chef to a whole new level. Raising Cane's is sending corporate staff to work in its restaurants as it tries to figure out a major worker shortage. Office employees will take over the roles as fry cooks and cashiers. It's looking to hire 10,000 new workers within the next 50 days. We love this solution to the Cane's problem, everyone chipping in when it counts. Next up is our Money Mind section, where we pull comments directly from you all on our YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok accounts. Today's comment is from Lydia Wise on our YouTube channel, and the comment reads, "I really enjoy your balanced approach to how money really fits into your life." It's nice to see that in a financial advice channel. We appreciate the comment, Lydia, but we do want to clarify we are not a financial advice channel, we're a financial education channel. Remember, don't listen to any random guys on YouTube. But again, we appreciate all of the love on all of our different YouTube channels. And if you want to check out our latest videos or our other YouTube channels, I'll have a link to all of them in the description below. We have a channel that breaks down finance, but in Spanish. We also have a clips channel that takes all of our long form content and breaks it down into bite-sized 5 to 10 minute pieces. And of course, our main channel with the big features from Jaspreet, going over everything you need to know when it comes to financial education. So again, if you're interested in all things minority mindset, make sure to check out those channels in the description below. Money Minds, we are nearing the end of today's business and financial newsletter, but here's just a few more things to keep in mind. Melinda Gates has been pretty busy since her split with Bill. She started a book publishing company called Moment of Lift Books. Another thing to keep in mind as we start this week is that Michael Jordan's rookie sneakers are expected to be the most valuable item sold ever at an auction. Literally, the most valuable item of all time. One other thing to keep in mind is that US crude oil prices topped around $80 a barrel on Friday. This is the highest levels we've seen since 2014. One last thing to keep in mind this week is that leaders around the world reached a deal on a global corporate tax. The global minimum corporate tax rate is now 15%. But that is it for today's business and financial news. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Keep hustling, Money Minds, and I'll see you all in the next one.